So please give a great round of applause to the one and only Johnny Pogo!
You king! No, like they guys see them finger each other in the washer. All over the place, man! It's fucking everywhere! Holy shit, you were just like, that's what he's coming out to right now. That's good. Hello, my name is Johnny Pogo. I am the owner of Good Times. Thank you all for coming out on this Halloween night, dressed up. Yeah, there's a few dressed up. You don't really look that dressed up because you just got the goggles and suspenders. That looks like kind of, you do not look dressed up. You're just like, you're like me. I'm not spending money on a costume, right? Like, my wife's wedding dress, well, we didn't spend a lot of money on it because it's a costume you wear once. Just kidding, we spent a shit ton of money on it. I had no fucking say in that decision. I was able to talk her down on the price of the fucking photographer. Some of these guys charge a lot of money, some charge just a little less. I got one of the little less guys, and then I DJ'd my own wedding. Because I'm gangsta like that. Virtual DJ has a playlist thing. Frankly, so does an iPod, right? Like, I'm not paying $2,000 This isn't even comedy, we're just speaking truths right now, yeah. We're gonna get all the truths out first, we're gonna get to know ourselves real well, and then we'll hit some jokes. I heard Juan got to know you guys all pretty well. Yeah. Who was the ass-to-mouth couple? I definitely would have thought them, but surprise. How did you two get thrust into that role? He just put it on you, he's like, you look like an ass to fucking Latinos, right?
Toss and salad.
Toss and salad, it's always funny, right? I have a rap song where I say toss and salad that I wrote myself. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I haven't done it in a long time because reasons, but fuck it, let's go. My wife wanted me to go and see a doctor. I said yes, because I don't listen when I talk to her. I also agreed to walk the dog and mow the lawn and take out the trash, but never mind, I'm moving on. I went to the clinic, I'm waiting in the halls. The doctor comes out, he takes my vitals. He finishes off by cupping my balls, and 3 days later, he gives me a call. He said, your triglycerides are a tiny bit too high, and that's a form of bad cholesterol. And your liquor enzymes don't have time to refine all that liquor because of too much alcohol. Now the words he was saying, they weren't quite hollowing, but I started wallowing when he said the following: no cheese, no bacon, no pastries, no bacon, and other foods I can't remember because I can't have any bacon and I'm shaking. He's taking away my favorite foods and now he's making me sway into angrier moods and now I'm having to pay sexier dudes to help me lose weight and eat healthier too? So now instead of skip the dishes, I'm eating different fishes, like salmon and tuna and trout. And though the smell is vicious, my wife's gonna taste delicious if you know what I'm talking about. I toss her salad. I toss one for me. I start by chopping the celery. I add some cucumber and some parsley. I take that salad, I put it in a bowl. I take that bowl and I throw it out cold. Get in my car and drive to McDonald's and get myself a McDouble. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Loving that shit. Now, in addition to eating healthy, I need to find a new sport, so I head on over to the local basketball court. But when I show up, I'm rocking pants, and they're rocking shorts. They say, this is what you wear when you're playing sports. Now, I think it's really cool to say that I'm shooting hoops, but the guys that I'm playing with are a bunch of goofs. I slap them on the wrist. They say it's a foul, but they think it's okay to slap my ass with a towel? they're a bunch of deviants. They talk about sex all the time, and they're all in their prime, and plus the dick's bigger than mine. So, I decided I needed to switch up my scene, and it looked easy, so I joined a mixed slow pitch team. But when I show up, they're rocking pants, and I'm rocking shorts because of what they said on the fucking basketball courts. Now they're trying to be nice, they want to give me advice, they say it's simple. Just stretch your doubles into triples. The shoe they got me wearing is really chafing my nipples. It's hard to run these bases at my top speed. I need some band-aids because shaved nipples bleed. And how am I supposed to focus when I'm trying to bat? When all I can think of is how I'm wedging my jock strap. Now I'm scratching and itching down in my love-making kitchen. My boys are bunched up, little John started twitching. They're running together, they're causing this friction. I gotta figure what you got on that mission. So I have to mission. I have to listen so I can get in position to pick the wedgie that I know wedgies won't be missing. It's the bottom of the ninth, and I'm at the plate. Ever since I picked my wedgie in, I'm feeling great. I get in the box and position myself perfectly to get beamed by the ball coming directly at me. Now some will say in slow pitch taking a walk is a sin, but if we get hit with the pitch, with bases loaded, we win. And now I said it before, and I will say it again. I'd rather take a ball to the chest than two to the chin. I was like, thank you. I'm out of breath, probably going to have a heart attack next hour. So let's hope we can hold that off to the end of the show. That would be fantastic for everyone involved. You look like you could be a doctor. I feel like your parents pressured you into a good profession. No? Never mind that. Is there any doctor in the house tonight?
I'm not first aid.
That's not a doctor. It's like 30 professional athletes here tonight. I played soccer in gym school. All right. Fucking Jimmy played soccer in high school. He scored two goals, which is the most anybody's ever scored out of high school because it's fucking soccer and nobody fucking scores in that sport. All right. Enough with the rants. Let's get to know each other. I think I said that. Ladies, this question is for you. Please put your hands together if you have never sent a naked picture of yourself. To me, like, yeah. I like how you're like, fuck, I gotta tell the truth. You know? I fucking sent a picture before. I'm not gonna deny that. We're just gonna roll with that. You guys clapped mightily. I noticed you didn't. The saucy one in yellow. You two didn't clap, but I get it. I was sitting behind there. I understand. Okay, same question for the guys. Put your hands together if you have never sent a dick pic.
Woo!
You know someone sucks at lying when. All you have to do to prove to me that you're not a sick dick pic taker is clap your hands together. Okay. That's cool. So every guy in here has sent a dick pic. You know that. Oh, she's like, oh, really? I hope to you, and you've sent some dick pics to, but not to the wife. Who do you think's been receiving the dick pic? Because she's sending them back, right? You send them back. You give a little to give a real good. I love that snort. I always say I would rather make a girl snort than squirt any day of the week. I'm much happier with that. It's less of a cleanup. As I learned from the washings outside like 10 minutes ago. Right, guys, remember? Holy fuck, I'm getting the call back already. This is crazy. It is. Well, I'll tell you guys, I tried to send a dick pic once to my wife. Didn't work out, didn't come out too well. It was just a picture of my stomach. She was like, what the fuck is this? It's not attractive at all. And then I tried to take the next one. I'll tell you about that later. Because in the meantime, I've learned you gotta take a proper dick pic, right? Like, you gotta, if you're taking a dick pic, put some effort into the dick pic. You know, you don't just like randomly go psh, and then send it off. That's not going to be attractive, right? You put out how much like work the influencers put into their selfies for your dick pic. That's what you got to do. You got to treat it like a McDonald's, right? Because when you see that Big Mac up on the sign, that is not the same burger you are going to be putting in your mouth later. Let's see. That one's dressed up a little bit more. Just a little bit, you know, it's like nice and tall, it's like got an extra 2 inches easy on it. This is a Big Mac picture, this is a real Big Mac. You gotta do the same, right? I don't condone Photoshop, but there are some tricks. Like number 1, make sure you're hard before you take the fucking dick pic. Because if you think about this, guys, you've drawn dicks before on paper, yes? Of course. See, I would have asked them, but I knew the answer. You guys are more dark horses. And of course, you guys drawn dicks before on your friend's window in the van when it's fogged up, right? Drawn a dick. Here's my question. Has anybody ever drawn a limp dick? Like when you draw those dicks, you don't like draw it down. Or in my case, like a button. You don't draw those dicks. You fucking get them out there and you get it on, right? Like, one of the most embarrassing moments of my life happened right here on stage. My wife, little Mexican girl, virgin clinger level 9, virgin wedding crash. But she's great. She's my clinger. She was sitting in the back from this Wes Barker magic show, and he calls 3 ladies on stage, and he gets them all to draw a dick. And then they turned around and they showed the dicks. My wife's a pretty good artist, and she's a Christian Mexican girl. She's only seen 1 dick in her life, so when she flipped it, and the dick was so tiny compared to the other 2 dicks, everybody collectively in there was like, that's John's dick. Everybody, they're like, that is fucking a pretty good representation of his dick. And I went up to her afterwards and I was like, thank you for, giving me a few inches of that. I gotta talk about my wife, you guys. Who here is married?
Woo! Not yet, almost.
They're gonna fucking woo every question. Who here is a man? Woo! Not yet? Not quite yet. Almost. We're getting there. We're good. You went Harry Potter tonight, so.
Yo, no. That's so offensive.
Oh, damn. She's like, you can call me a tran, but you call me a Harry Potter? You motherfucker! Well then, I apologize for the Harry Potter dude. So you're a vampire?
I was gonna be Whitney, believe it or not.
I was gonna dress her up like me.
And then we ran out of time because we
didn't have a house.
He's good, man.
So last minute, but I was gonna dress her up like me.
So I put fannies in and I have a cape, so that's weird.
You guys, I felt Santa's proudly. You're like, no, our shit, we just put goggles on, we went out. Yeah, I know, I agree. That's why I gave him the, sexy old goggles. I thought you said sexy. If the goggles fit, strap them on your dick. Because then it'll look like, then the penis would be the nose, and the goggles would be the eyes. Give them the googly eyes. They're like, just dangle around the place and shaking like, my man. I think I was talking about my wife anyways. Beautiful lady. Beautiful Mexican girl. My friends think she married me for the citizenship. I know, right? I'm pretty sure she just married me because she's into fat guys. Because thought. You put us on top, we'll get you wet in more ways than one. Thank you for the snort on that one. I know it's a good joke when I get a little bit of I'm gonna rewrite the words to Nelly. I'm gonna rap that song and it's gonna be like with a little bit of less, like more cute, less piggish. I can't do a cute snort. Mine's just I went a little too hard on that one. Got a rumble in the back. My eyes are watering. It does. That was an over-exaggerated snort. Brought to you by Johnny Pogo. So I'm married. My wife, as I told you, she I get her wet more ways than one. Plus us fat guys, we make fun new sex positions. Like me and my wife, we don't 69 anymore. We teeter-totter. Right? She's like one of those drinking birds. Sex life is super entertaining. Super. The marriage, the wedding was fun. Because she, like me, I got to take backstory. I'm Métis on my mom's side, straight Métis, and I'm German on my dad's side. And I always think about that. I'm like, my like great-grandfather on my Métis side, who was out there hunting buffalo or bison or whatever like animal was there at the time, and the ones on extinct. And then my German grandfather, he was out hunting not fucking buffalo or bison. You know, and then you're just like, holy fuck, how did I become a person from all that? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like, it just all worked out. Here I am. And so, yeah, she's Mexican, so she's Catholic. Like, Catholic as fuck, right? So now I'm Catholic, too, I guess. The preacher threw some water at me, did fucking this, and I was allowed to get married in the church. And there was a lot of, like, just answer these fucking questions, and I'm like, Jesus is good. He's such a cool guy. So anyway, the preacher, he told everyone in the congregation to raise their right arm and bless this couple. Well, you could imagine my German family's horror, right? Watching these Mexicans and Aboriginals. And like, to be fair, it's different. They're not fucking like this in the way. They're like, oh, Jesus is good. Jesus, I'm gonna put the water on me. But my grandpa was born in Germany in 1934 or something, right? He looked at that and he was like, yeah, boom, yeah, you're right, right. It was like something clicked in his head and he was just like, boom, how? No! The robots are going up! It's like that was the code word! Thankfully that wasn't the case. That wasn't even which word to land though. Before we got to the I do's, the preacher returned to my wife and he's like, Anna, do you take John to be your lawfully wedded husband? And she said, I do. And I was like, sucker, right? But then he turned to me and he's like, John, do you take Anna and her father and her mother and her brother and her sister and her roommate? And I was like, a fucking roommate? I don't know who you with my wife. I do. She starts laughing. Who's that sucker now? Now she's planning on moving her whole fucking family to Canada, you know, and I think it's about time I can start building a wall of my own. I hope that joke ends on November 3rd. Okay, I guess everybody's like, fuck that, let's keep Trump in another 4 years. Keep that joke rolling another 4 years. Fair, that's cool. I'm a little frightened now, but that's cool. I know. I have more faith. But as I told you, I am Métis, so I wouldn't mind the Mexican family coming aboard, helping us out. Because I like to show my neighbors in Copperwood that I'm Aboriginal, so I don't cut my grass very often. One thing I've learned as a homeowner, If you don't cut your weeds very often, they will grow taller than your fence. Absolutely, it's fucking crazy. And I also got the traditional dream catcher at my house. It's a real good one. It catches both my hopes and my dreams. So, one thing I am proud to admit, I have lost 20 pounds. Unfortunately, I used to say 100, I put 80 back on. But 20 is still pretty good. I'm happy with the results. I remember though when I went on this weight loss journey with my wife, we were in Mexico and we went to this small little hotel and it had this small, tiny little elevator. And the elevator said maximum 500 pounds. I looked at my wife, I was like, whoa, I'm 350 pounds. Can we confidently take this elevator together? And we couldn't, we did math. And so, as I'm going up the elevator and she's taking the stairs, I thought for a moment, was it mean of me to make her take the luggage too? What am I, Canadian in Mexico? I'm not going to carry my own bags, right? She got to the 5th floor, I tipped her 50 pesos. She fucking hated that. She hated that. She absolutely hated that. And that's why I went on this like keto fucking eating kale diet. It was horrible. I just missed it, you know. I'm a food guy. You guys remember when your parents would bring you home groceries when you were younger? Woo! 3 people had a mom that took care of them. That's good. That's good. You guys were like, fuck no! We went and hunted our own meat. True average fashion, right? Running over a deer 17 pounds in a truck. Why shoot them when you can just drive on over the fucking thing, you know? You see bullets with the stormtroopers. Perfect date night. If you're looking to get in a relationship, this is the way to do it. Wow. On 5th Street, ignore that street. Over on 6th Street, you go for your first date, Telegraph Tap House, get to know each other. Come on over to Good Times here on 7th Street for the second date to test each other's, humor. Is this person gonna laugh at Trump jokes? Then you go on over on the next date to 8th to be at the Slice to dance to some music, and then on the 4th date you go over to 9th, you smoke some meth. Well, that brings relationship tracker right there, you know? And basically, if your partner smokes the meth, get the fuck out of there, right? That's like foolproof plan. You can figure out if someone's a loser. 4 dates, there you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, take that to the bank. How did you know about that? This couple smoked meth on 9th. It got a little weird. Man, I love. Hold on, I got an ice cube. Normally I wouldn't shoot it. Spit or swallow, I believe. You said he was very convincing in swallow there. Like, I really wanted to. I didn't want to, but he was making me believe that I should swallow this shit down. That was impressive, man. Sorry, did I just spit all over you guys? I promise I don't have COVID. I'm just facing shit in front row, just with a blast, and just like, sweat falling on me. I'm a beast, I know who I am. I'm ashamed of my body. My mom would bring me groceries, but she'd always bring me the regular brand of Cheerios. And I hate the regular brand of Cheerios. Don't even like some regular brand. I will tell my mom, there's going to be any cheering miles. I expect that Bumblebee to be busting a honey nut on these little big wheels. Lay out like the captain. And get my flavor country. 3 times in my life, I have eaten Buckley's cough syrup on my pancakes. 3 times. Twice because my brother's a dickhead. Once because I think my mom got stoned. It's a good thing we're not in Saudi Arabia. Because that would mean something totally different. I can joke about my mom getting stoned in Canada. Could you imagine a Saudi Arabian? Oh yeah, one time I had a fucking cough syrup on my pancake and my mom got a stone. They'd be like, holy man! I got real good at making mac and cheese when I was younger. Right to my college, 1 year, KD, right there. Except for the first time. Because the first time I was young, and I did not know what TBSP meant. Yeah. Tablespoon. Oh! I went up to my brother with a fucking pint glass and was like, hey bro, is this a TBSP? And he was like, yeah. So I loaded that thing full of butter, just right to the top, dumped it in, and it said 2 TBSP, so I reloaded that cup like just so much butter, and then it said a half TBSP of salt. So I was just like jumping, and then I went 3/4 because I was like, I know, man. Oh my god, that was the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth, you guys. And I put some gross shit in my mouth. I've eaten bugs. But macaroni that tastes like 3-day-old semen is gotta be the worst thing that has touched my tongue. I'm sorry to tell you that. That's the gross portion of the evening. I try not to tell too many gross jokes. I started comedy about my ass the whole fucking 5 minutes. It's just right about my ass, like my wife's scratching it. And, you know, like, yeah, it's just, I would compare myself to my dog. How we're both obedient and how we like a good butt scratch, you know? Like it was, yeah, I don't do that anymore because those jokes are shitty. Literally, there was a lot of poop involved in that. See, I don't do that. I don't do that. I stepped up. I write jokes about food, fucking Cheerios, you know? I didn't like bologna growing up though, which was weird because all my friends love bologna. Everybody loves fucking bologna, right? Woo! Yeah, bologna sandwiches, man. Those are fucking. You like bologna? No, you didn't know. Okay, she's just like, no! Just like me. I know, gross. Because, guys, it wasn't until I realized when I got older, my mom, she wasn't buying us the real, I don't know why they spell it BOLOGNA type of bologna. She was getting us the shit from the dollar store that was spelled BLONY bologna. Like, I don't think this came from the bologna animal, you guys. You know? I actually learned years later, bologna is a cheap form of cat food. So, we were feeding it to our cat, thank God. He died, it was serious. He died. I mean, he got hit by a car, it was totally unbelievable. Still sad, you know, we cried about it, we were sad. Yeah, you guys having fun so far? Okay, cheers. Who has seen me do comedy before? That's fantastic. And have I told too many jokes that you've known? The lesbians are my fan club. Like, if there was like an email with a president and a vice president, it would be them, and they could send you stickers of me, and they profit off my likeness probably more than I do. It's actually a great business model. Check them out. You can catch them at johnnypogo.com. No, that's just stuff. Whoa, that was weird. Oh, I was fell there. You said I was like, I don't know. Where's my crutch? Where's my crutch when you need it? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I'll tell you the story. It's pretty funny. Thanks, man. That's good. I'll tell you the story of how I started this place. I started it because I hate working. And I suck at working. I've been fired from more jobs than my wife has middle names. Yeah, she's Mexican. See, yeah. I did fucking door-to-door table sales. Horrible. I don't remember anything about that one guy in particular. I rang his doorbell. Guy answers, he looks like the fucking dude, you know, like, answers the doors, robe, his underwear. His finger is still in his belly button, which is really off-putting, right? Because, you know, it's just like, when you're like, oh. Like, if I look at you and I say hello, won't even say hi back. If I look at you and say hello, oh, fuck, okay, so, do me, all right. If I look at you and say hello, that wasn't that weird, right? say hello. Hello! Even with the same enthusiasm. Oh, she's more into it. Okay, see, because that's how it generally goes. It's either you get way more into it or way less into it, right? And then you take it up a notch and you're like, hello. This is what he was doing. With about the same gut. Needless to say, I sold that guy some cable. All I did was fun. Over on his cable package, that is. Honestly, Talus is brutal. You guys aren't from Saskatchewan. Talus is brutal. Oh no, is Talus here?
Yeah.
I meant to say the other guys in Saskatchewan. We didn't have to I'm forgetting my terms. No, but the SaskTel is like the big one. What's the big one here? There's Telus and Shaw. So SaskTel is the Shaw. Telus, I worked at the Telus of Saskatchewan, which you know everything's worse than Saskatchewan. It's just horrible. Anybody from Saskatchewan? How the hell is sorta? Is that?
And then here, and then I moved here.
And then here.
Yeah.
So you grew up.
In Saskatchewan.
So then just here.
So not sort of.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go into details. But the English language and where we're like from and anyway. Do you know Saskatchewan terms? Like if I say, here's a bunny rabbit? That's right. Why would they say bunny rabbit?